keep that young man out of that situation. You toss it to the sideline, there's always a chance that somebody runs you out of bounds.
What can Mahomes do with that gift? Going deep for Thornton. That's a connection. He stays in bounds. The clock is rolling under 30 seconds as everyone in the Kansas City uniform.
Well, a lot of miscommunications on the deep throws. Here's one. The deep corner route has to be a perfect throw up over the top. Nice extension by Thornton to move them down close to the red zone, but a beautiful throw and catch in that big play that they've been missing so much the last couple years.
Longest reception of Thornton's career. Not talking about Swift. Obviously, that's Jawan hearing it. Mahomes stepping up. Lots of room. Mahomes takes advantage and takes another hit, but delivers it to Jackson and the first down from their defense. And now here's Mahomes in the red zone. Pump fakes. Mahomes looking for the end zone. Touchdown. Kansas City has a chance to tie it here in Brazil. Couldn't get him down, Kurt.
You're going to see he looks to throw the quick slant, but the defensive end stands up. I think he's afraid that he's going to tip the football. Decides to just pull it down. And a great job getting to the pylon. And his legs are always key in critical.
From the Los Angeles 37, Mahomes with pressure finds a wide open Kelsey. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown! 37 yards for 87. 4th and 7. Mahomes running for his life from Khalil Mack. Throws to a wide open Hollywood Brown. Inside the 10. Holy smokes. Oh, my.
Here it is. Khalil Mack chasing him down. Full sprint. To be able to get that football the distance back to the inside.
What'd you have for lunch?
You'll find out. 2nd and 10. Mahomes pumps again. No one in the middle of the field. Takes off. First down and more. Mahomes slides down across the 30. Hollywood Brown back in the game. He's in the slot for the Chiefs, so that's good news for them. Here's Mahomes looking around. Pressure. He can run it if he wants. You know what he wants. Mahomes looking for the end zone. Touchdown!
He's looking for Kelsey. Kind of the collision with DeJean forces his eyes to go right. And then nobody in front of him. He just takes off.
Receivers aren't coming down with it.
3rd and 10 now. Mahomes looking, slinging it. Has it catches for Mejio, who rarely catches any balls. Only 2 catches last year. But that's for 1st and 20. 5-man pressure this time, but it's picked up. Mahomes loaded up, going deep. Has Thornton again. This time he's got it. Touchdown.
He's got Thornton on the left side of the screen, all by himself deep. Patrick bought enough time to make this throw, and Quinyon Mitchell, the sensational second-year player, too far away. See Patrick drifting just to find enough time, and then just launches one
with those shorter, quicker throws.
Mahomes first down, doing that Mahomes thing in the pocket, just looking for space to make a play. And he does again. Smith-Schuster into the Giants' territory. A first down at the 33-yard line. Nobody does it better than Patrick. 27 on the game.
Mike, have you ever gone on Halloween in a maze before and you do like that and you're looking at mirrors and all of a sudden you finally escape and come out the other side and you go, oh, thank goodness. Under some heat last couple of weeks.
Mahomes pulls it and fires. Good in rhythm throw to Hollywood Brown. And Phillips brings him down. But a first down for KC. Play 11 of the drive. Mahomes pumps, fires end zone. It is caught for the touchdown by Tyquan Thornton. Blanketed by Phillips. But somehow Mahomes squeezes it in there, and Thornton with a touchdown for the Chiefs. Hollywood Brown in motion. Mahomes retreating, put it up, and it's caught for the first down. 2 in the area. Tyquan Thornton comes up with his second big grab of this second half. Trying to get a loss of yardage to make it a much longer field goal for Butker. Mahomes putting it up for grabs again for Thornton. That time he reached around his body to catch it at the 1. Thornton, too good.
I'm telling you, that catch is within about 3 feet of where he almost made the one before that. Watch the turn and the focus, and he squeezed that one. That is fantastic. And you know, Thornton had another one.
As you see Worthy motioning over on Kelsey's side.
2nd and 8. Oh, you want a vertical game? Here you go. There's Worthy deep to the 45-yard line. Looking to strike. Pass. Caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. And a Kansas City touchdown. Won't take him long, though. He'll be back in on another play. 2nd and 10. Here comes a blitz by the Ravens. Ball lofted up in the air. Caught by Kelsey. Tripped up by Smith.
I think that's why they went cover 0 back-to-back. They want this ball back. They don't want them to waste the entire clock.
Rolling out, flinging it. Pacheco. Pacheco finds his way to the end zone and a Kansas City touchdown. They got Smith, the rookie, in it, running back on 1st down. Pass open is Worthy inside the 20. Steps out at the 15-yard line. He is returned and he has produced.
Quick little passes right away. Boom.
End zone bound. Caught. Touchdown. Kansas City. Tyquan Thornton. Bypassing a 33-yard field goal. Pass in zone, caught, touchdown, Hollywood Brown, number 4 for Mahomes. On a 4th down play, no less. His first 4 touchdown game since October of 20.
Make it to Pacheco again. Protection. Time runs out, and now the flip. And wide open with a catch is Thornton. With Travis Hunter across from Hollywood Brown. Blitz. They got there. Mahomes gets rid of it. Pass is caught by Thornton coming back to the ball. Now able to get enough on that throw to complete it.
They showed all-out blitz. They still end up rushing 5, but they do have a safety back there trying to protect the deep ball. The problem is that because Mahomes can't get anything into the throw, that Tyquan Thornton, he's able to work back to the football. Tyson Campbell, he doesn't know where the ball is exactly, and that looks like a catch. He got it.
Worthy in motion. Mahomes spins around and is well protected. And now throws wide open is Thornton. Out of bounds near the 10. Another big night for Thornton already. Mahomes keeps, goes, touchdown Kansas City.
You got Andrew Wingard here. He's trying to keep eyes on Mahomes, and then he just thinks he's not going to keep the ball. He takes off, and the only one there to try to make a play.
On 1st down, Mahomes out to his right. Juggle and a catch by Worthy. Able to secure it before going out of bounds.
You know, you talk about the year that Devin Lloyd has had, and this is a guy who was in his 5th year. It's a lot easier to look at than it is to do.
3rd down and 24. Mahomes, just a 3-man rush, and off he goes. Brought down by Aluakin. 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes with some pressure and able to stay up. Got away from Mason Smith and dives for a 1st down. Smith had him, and somehow Mahomes able to keep his balance.
Well, Trey Smith with the assist, the right guard. When Mahomes comes through this, you're going to see at the very end as he steps up, number 65, Trey Smith.
They fake it to Pacheco. Pressure on Mahomes. And did Brown get both feet down? He did. What a catch by Hollywood Brown.
Down. I think the question is, was he bobbling it or did he have it firmly in his grip? And it looks to me like I thought it was good live, and I think it's good here. What do you see, Russell?
Yeah, he's got control of that ball. He's just bringing it down to his body. That's a catch.
And if it stands, it's 1st and goal from inside the 5.
Those milestones reflective of a great career in the middle of it here. Mahomes in trouble, escapes, turns and fires, and it's caught right around midfield. Try to punch the ball into the hands of Hollywood Brown. Jack Campbell couldn't do that. It's a 1st down for KC.
Aiden Hutchinson on the outside trying to get some pressure and able to do that. But then when Mahomes made a miss, that is what Kansas City does to so many teams.
Chiefs are now 11 of 12 on the year, picking up 4th down. 1st down, they've got some razzle-dazzle. Back in the hands of Mahomes. He's got space. Looks to take off and ducks down around the 28-yard line. And Patrick's right at the marker for the 1st down. And he's got it.
So that was really well done defensively. They were setting this up for a wheel down the boundary here to Kelsey, but they did not.
Lions offside. Mahomes keeps it, scores it, touchdown. Mahomes searching, cuts across with a touchdown to Hollywood Brown for the 2nd time in the 2nd half.
Rice juggled it all for naught. He eventually held on, but the play comes back off the offensive holding call. On 1st and 20, Mahomes steps up on the run, and look who's wide open. It's Kelsey. And he lowers the shoulder at the Raider 40. Play was the longest of the season for Travis. Here's a 2nd and 5. Pass down the field, and it's Noah Gray, the backup tight end, with another big pass play.
Keep that one.
Mahomes down the middle, and he's got him. Hollywood for the touchdown.
Some good short yardage calls, I guess. That's impressive.
2nd and 10. There's Rice.
That was a no look.
How about that?
Watch this. This is a hitch route. He's going to go ahead and keep Devin White right here. Sorry, I'm throwing the ball to the left. Watch his eyes right here. He's
incredible. We first saw him do this back in 2019 in the game against the Ravens. We were here to see it.
Oh, man.
And yes, I see you. Down the middle. Caught. It is caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. Ball was deflected
by McCollum.
Goes for 19 on a 3rd and 14.
This could have been. Watch McCollum right there. He's got a chance. Oh, once again, Mahomes moves his leverage to the right.
But you have no timeouts.
I would act. You have to throw it.
He looks left, throws left, and it is caught by Rice for his 2nd touchdown of the game.
This is why they're so difficult. Another complete player come back, and that's dangerous.
1st down. Mahomes steps up and launches. Open. It is caught on his back. Tyquan Thornton.
Fake it to Hunt. Mahomes wide open is Worthy. Out of bounds at the 26 and a gain of 27. Mahomes keeps. has all day, and he's got Kelsey. Down inside the 25. Mahomes going to go. And get a first down, slide at the 30. Martin couldn't get to him. So it's 4th down and goal. Mahomes out to his right. Back across for the touchdown to Hunt. His second of the night. Much more on 4th down. They convert on 4th and goal.
Well, you see Bobby Wagner's locked up in man coverage, and he plays this. Kelsey comes over. He runs a little pick, but Wagner goes over the top. Looked like he was in a good position.
Pacheco lined up wide to the left of Mahomes. Mahomes looked that way. Now back over the middle where he finds Smith-Schuster. And Juju to the 41.
And they play this ball possession with these receivers.
2nd and 6. Mahomes, end zone, caught by Kelsey. Touchdown.
Be interesting to take a look at that, Joe. It looked like he might have bobbled it and then got tackled once he came back into the field of play.
Was in meetings and then got to ramp up prior to last week as Mahomes finds Gray and gets a wow from my partner on that little throw moving to his left. Still in some pain. Here's that throw by Mahomes.
You know, that baseball background by Patrick Mahomes and how that's going to shape up. But Kansas City continuing to hit their stride.
No doubt. As Rice makes the catch for the touchdown.
You can see the double move that Rasheed Rice.
But a big play by the defense to hold them on 4 downs. Get the ball near midfield, and there's a connection. Rasheed Rice, look at that start and stop. Here's a 2nd and 16. Right down the middle, and he's got him. It's Rice again.
But Patrick Mahomes is the standard in these situations still.
2nd and 4. On the run, he's got Kelsey for the first time, and Travis tackle from behind.
You know Kelsey will find a way to get open.
That went for 20. Now going for the deep ball. He's open. It's Hollywood. And they don't give him the touchdown. They say he's a foot out to Hollywood Brown.
Wow, that was smart, by the way. Buffalo calling that timeout, getting big people in the field. Did he get in? No.
No, that was a perfect call.
How long did that take, by the way, for them to just go the length of the field?
3 plays.
Do you think they can go pretty far in a short amount of time? Have you ever seen that happen before?
No. 3rd and 9. Launches it. Look who's open. Kelsey at the 40-yard line. Mahomes danced around and bought enough time to pick up 28 way out to the 40.
This is just the backyard football of 2 Hall of Famers, honestly. I want you to watch. There's Kelsey right there. There's nothing there. Mahomes backs up and just throws the ball, and guess what? Somebody else knows where to go to be like, listen, I'm open.
3rd and 10. Wide open is Brown, and they get out of a 3rd and 10 jam. What a gutsy throw for 36 here, Tone.
Yeah, and it's a semi-pick play, and Ingram, who's the dime nickel, is in the slot, and Mahomes, one of the best ever.
Lined up at the top. 4th and 17. Mahomes spinning back around, looking way down the field. Going to need a big one here. There it is to Rice at the 15 and out of bounds at the 10. Mahomes rolling to buy time, uses the sideline, and he's got Worthy. 4th and 7. 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 4 He's got Worthy at the Buffalo 41. That picked up 18.
What a drive starter right here. I mean, the same thing they did earlier. A unique.
Low snap. And Mahomes going to launch it long. One-on-one coverage. And Thornton makes the catch. Gets to his feet. McMillan then slings him down at the 10. They may have marked him down where he caught the ball originally. On the deep ball.
Wow. This is a big-time throw. I guess Patrick Mahomes has played in a few big environments and big games because no one makes this throw. Very few people, I should say, make this throw in this situation with where they were and what the coverage looked like. Under incredible pressure, staring down the barrel.
Franklin Myers, 61 yards.
The game is too tight and contested. I like this. The splits are wide.
Only the 6th catch by a chief wide receiver. And here's another one. It's to Rice. Trying to break free, but then shoved out. Spot foul, so it's a 2nd and 10. Mahomes rolling away from traffic, taking off. Picked up big yardage, got a first down.
Here comes playoff Mahomes.
Runs for 13, Tony.
Season on the line in some ways. You know that's going to be a part of it, and you'll find real quickly.
And now for 2 to trim it to a field goal deficit. If you make it. Mahomes got it to Rice.
That was a laser beam. Used his legs on that drive, willed his team down the field, and he's like, not yet, not letting it go away from us yet.
Plus the 2-point conversion.
Throw it outside the numbers, Jim.
You got a 2nd and 13. Down the middle, he's got Rice, and Rice is running. Rice is taken off past the 40. Rice is near midfield before he's shoved out of bounds by Pratt.
Kansas City's been incredible on 4th down as well. 5 down, 5 down. Here we go. Someone's got to win one-on-one.
Mahomes passes, and it's caught. What a catch by Rice. Now spins around Ward and falls at the 25.
You have a great stunt. You're going to loop around, rush this, but guess what? Here comes Rice across the field. Wasn't the easiest catch, but Mahomes throws it a little soft so he can actually make it. And Rice is incredible with the rack, run after catch. And I think right there, that's why you go for it.
Need 7 for a first down.
Super early, but you got to be all over everything.
It's a blitz. Stepping up and heaving it, and Worthy makes the catch. And they're in field goal range. Yards to Xavier Worthy on 3rd and 7.
What a job by him. Coming across the field.
Steichen right there at the line, running down at the last minute. 2nd and 10. Mahomes has Rice at the 30. And he falls down again as he did on his long catch earlier. That was a first down play. Pickup of 10. Now over to Rice on the run with a blocker in front. Wiley in front. And Rice is free to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown.
One of the keys to the game coming in was going to be Dak's ability.
Rice down low. Looks like one-on-one coverage. Mahomes looking, taking off. Going to try to beat him with his legs. Got tripped up, but he still kept his balance for a first down inside the 10. Able to get away from Overshown, and he races for 16.
Overshown is incredible, but Creed Humphrey is as well. The center's going to go up and grab the spy, or at least make him feel like he doesn't know which way to go, and Mahomes reads it as if he's a...
Kelsey in a slot to the right. Always dangerous down here. Mahomes looking in the end zone, and he goes to Kelsey for the touchdown.
Well, Jim, you said it. It's almost like you were Nostradamus there. It was great coverage. It's just a better throw route timing.
His offense has been stalled for a while. Mahomes tries to, oh, it's Rice. Tried to fake out Odigizua, and he still was right in his face when he released that throw, and it goes for 28 yards to Rashee Rice.
Wow, this is going to be Rice just like last week. He gets up over the middle. Last week he was versus two-man where he ran across the field, but they went to him in that
call inside the 5 when he needs it. Here's Mahomes rolling in trouble. Now throws, and is pulled down for the catch. The touchdown by Rice.
I can tell you why they went for it, Jim. Your season's on the line. You got Patrick Mahomes, who's never not made the AFC Championship in his entire career. There's nothing on this play. He can do this.
3rd and 6. Quinnen Williams tripped him up, but he's still going and heaving it down the field. Wide open is Worthy. Unbelievable play by Mahomes. This is right to your point, Tony.
Every time you think you got it, almost got him. You said it, almost got him. How many times have we heard that? Even has to fall down to throw this ball.
And there's Worthy all alone in the secondary.
That's why he plays in all the big games. And I mean, we always talk about him, how great he is. We know that. Dak has played unbelievable today. He's put his team.
That last one trying to force it in there to Rice, who has 2 touchdowns already. Mahomes going to the end zone. Back at the end zone. Caught. Tiptoe. Touchdown.
Wow.
Hollywood Brown.
While taking a hit from your backside. This is such high-level football all the way around on both teams. Look at this. High pointed, back at the end zone. We're supposed to go tap, tap.
Wilson tried to get there a little.
Face mask, still got it off. Whatever.
To the air, has a moment to throw. Worthy's got it sideline. Inside the 40-yard line. They'll mark him at the 37. Pick up a 22.
That's big time right there. You're going right into the teeth of the defense with Derek Stingley on the outside. Mahomes knows he's going to be under pressure, steps up, makes sort of an awkward throw out there.
Mahomes just 58 passing yards in the first half. Looking for space to load up. Send it downfield towards Hollywood Brown at the 20-yard line. 36 of a completion.
So here we go. We're going to get this route that they absolutely love. They do this better than anybody. Looks like one of those sail routes. Then they double cross the safety, go back across his face. And really, there was enough space there. If Mahomes had really led him, that might have gone the distance there. But they run that route better than anybody.
Right around the 15. Protected Mahomes here. More time to throw. And the connection. Worthy for 22. Jumps forward to the 37-yard line. And a first down for Kansas City.
So when they want to go deeper down the field, they have to add protection. They bring both tight ends in the backfield here. So effectively a 7-man front up here to block because they wanted.
And Mahomes escaping, running for it, got it and more. He's always just a touch faster than everybody else, even with that knee bothering him as you see him get up and limp his way back over after the first down.
He's a situational runner. With a 4-man rush, you know there's going to be a gap. It just so happens that's where the gap is this time. Bad knee, doesn't matter. Bring in the helicopter, doesn't matter.
They've had an outstanding season.
Rashard Smith is the back. Mahomes to the air. Second goal. Chase. Drive. Scores. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. It's a 12-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have scored first.
He already has more yards rushing this season than he has in any other season as the starter. Watch here. He's going to get the protection up front. But then there's going to be an opening here to hit him. Mahomes wanted to throw, but it would have been ended up batted in the air, so he decided to tuck it and keep it.
Second down and 7. And they go out here. Here comes Worthy. He'll dance and drive. And still will knock him out of bounds. Clock at 56 seconds. A catch and run to the 35. He picks up 26 on the play.
Well, this is just a rope out to the left sideline that Worthy just on a comeback to the, you see him at the top of the screen.
It's 3rd and 16 for Kansas City. They'll bring a 4-man rush. And Mahomes. Pole with the block. The pass. Caught downfield. Grabbed on the play. Thornton will dance and dive. Flags all over the field. 3 of them. They got to with the 15-yard penalty.
Well, great play design here. You're going to get a space. Thornton's going to be working his way across the field. A big gap in the middle. But watch the crackback. Number 9 right there. That's where the penalty comes in. They've eliminated that for safety reasons. Obviously, You see the head snap back.
Olay a block, and here goes Patrick Mahomes, and he's got his receiver at the 30. Another big hit. Thornton grabbed it.
Here's the play one more time. Thornton up the seam. The hit to the head or neck area. Jefferson helmet to helmet.
Helmet to helmet.